of Toastmasters. Okay, I'm ready. Today I'm going to tell you a personal story. A story with gripping characters and vivid dialogue from my Let's Get Personal storytelling manual. It'll be full of excitement and drama for the next 6 to 8 minutes. Be prepared to be transformed from a lowly person to an absolutely fantastic swing dancer. This is my gripping story of how I became a swing dancer. The first part of my story is about the motivation. I am a glutton for peer pressure. Peer pressure works on me every time. Be aware, don't take advantage of me. If someone asks me to print out something right before a meeting, I'll do it. So I was innocently sitting at church, and my friends at church said, "Bett, let's go swing dancing." And I realized, wow, I would never have been motivated to go swing dancing unless I had really cool friends who motivated me and pushed me into swing dancing. They said, "Bett, please, Bett, come and go swing dancing with us." That's exactly how they talk, because all my friends are Minnie Mouse. Please. And they were like dancing a little bit, and I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't really know if I can do it. So my first point of my speech today is that you need to control your motivation. I had to control my motivation, and I had to encircle myself with friends who loved to swing dance. So make sure you note it down on your sheet right in front of you. Now, the second part of my story is I had to develop willpower. And that's the second point on the sheet in front of you. I had to develop willpower. So I'm sitting there at church, deciding, like, should I go? Should I not go? I can go home and read a book. But I had to strengthen myself and go, yes, I am going to take the stand and walk the plank. Oh, wait, no. I'm going to walk down the aisle with my friends and go to the swing dancing event. So there I was at a large room, Zenda Grotto, behind Raymond James Stadium. There's all these people there. They're having so much fun dancing. The music is, really jiving. Jump, jive, wheel. Everyone's having this great time. They have these long, large skirts, and they're swishing back and forth. They're all doing these flips and jumps. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to do this. I have to get into it. So before I could become a creative swing dancer, I had to follow the 5 simple steps to become an expert. 5 simple steps, which are located on the right side of your sheets. You can fill them in as I go through them. The first step that I did as I walked into the swing dance hall was I had to realize that this is my new network. This is my network of people who are avid swing dancers. These are the people that I needed to become really good friends with. I had to become really, really good friends with all of them. So whenever you want to become an expert in anything, you have to have a network of the same people who are very interested in that. They all came up to me and go, "Oh, who are you? Ooh, you're a noob. They're all excited about how fresh I was. But it was very embarrassing for me as I stepped onto the dance floor the first time, tentatively. I was so scared. I tried to mimic the steps that they did, and it was abysmally failing. I don't know who they were marrying. It was that bad. It was just so terrible. So what I had to do was I had to find someone who could mentor me. And that's step number 2. You need to find a mentor. I found someone who looked friendly. He actually works at Verizon. And I said, please help me, mentor me, and help me learn how to swing dance. So every time I dance, he would watch. And then afterwards, he would critique me and say, okay, your steps are way too big. You're going around, and if you're taking these big steps, you'll never ever get better, Bett. So he threw down the gauntlet, and I said, oh, okay, I'll do better. So that brings us to my third point, deliberate practice. Every time I stepped onto the dance floor, I had to have one specific thing in mind. I was going to take smaller steps, for instance, and I would try. I would make an effort. And then you'd be like, no! That step was too big! So I would work again. And so the third thing is deliberate practice followed by specific coaching on how you did. That brings me to my fifth point. Teach. Every single time I finally learned, oh, I know how to do a turn now, I'd immediately run over to the noob who walked in, the fresher, is like, oh, you need to learn this. Take your, turn around. They'd be like, oh my gosh, you're so smart. You know everything. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I know it all. Just stick with me. So I started mentoring other people, became their good friend. And that is how I became an expert swing dancer. I have my living room wall covered in golden trophies. Trophies of my own image, cast in gold. Oh wait, never mind, that was my dream, sorry. But I have competed a few times and got placed at the very end every time. But I do go dancing all over the country, and I enjoy it a great deal. And it was a long process. I've been dancing, I think, for 4.5 years.
Wow.
And it is the most fun hobby besides improv that I enjoy. And that is my speech, Mr. Toastmaster.